Hey, there is
Hey,
loose balls.
how we going, boys?
Good, mate.
I've got
Good.
I've got the setup
Anyone else
going.
on it? Fuck yeah, mate. Fuck yeah.
Fucking oath, lads.
Alright, so,
So what? This is first episode.
fuck yeah. First
Bit
episode, mate.
first episode of the Loosey Goosey and the Other Guy podcast. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
So how's your week of cricket been for you, Pat?
no, mate. It was alright, actually, mate. Well, man, apart from our first game, fucking
Big up.
rolled for 100 odd, but,
Yeah.
it's not the end of the world.
So I heard that
I mean,
you done a lot on Sunday at Maitland.
a lot, mate. Just saying, I sat in the stands for a couple of hours,
Oh yeah.
watched the boys get 300 odd.
And then you bowled a lot, I heard too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bowled a solid 28 odd maybe. I don't know. Touched the ball about 4 times. But,
Oh, how good. How good's cricket?
they're in the spirit of the game, How good's cricket?
Honestly, just best game on earth for a reason.
Alright, you had the most spectacular innings on Saturday, mate.
Oh,
Just going to put that out there.
yeah, that edge through the cordon was perfect. It was meant to go there, mate. Placement.
Raise the bat, mate.
Yeah, well,
Raise
first
the
runs
bat
of
for
the
everything.
first runs of the season, brother. You gotta celebrate him somehow.
It's a solid average of 7, mate.
Doesn't matter if you're in by an inch or a mile. Still runs.
Good runs, mate. Runs are runs.
Runs are runs.
Dot ball's a dot ball, even though if you spray it down leg by like 7 metres and the umpire's just
Off his chops.
too much of a dolly to...
Call it. Oh.
Alright, so, questions.
Yeah, you pull them up on your phone because I gotta use mine to video.
Alright, well, what have we got?
So this is our first segment. We got question time with Loosey and Goosey.
Question time with Loosey and Goosey.
So,
I like that name.
So
I
Gooseball
like it.
is going to rip up some questions that we've kindly put up on our Instagram at Adventures of Loosey and Goosey.
Alright.
Chuck it a follow.
Jack Ryan. How to hack up.
Yep.
Uh,
Thanks for the question,
This would have
Jack.
been good if Cheats did join us. Mr. Never hit on the offside, but
Yeah, well, we've had a bit of stuff around with that with our current batting days and when we bat. Haven't been able to get him on the podcast, but look,
wasn't the greatest. But
we're doing it. We're here.
he had a great innings as well. Chopped on for a duck as well as me.
Yeah. So, the mystical loose ball outscored Cal Barber, Angus Cheatham, and good old Gooseball over here.
Alright, I think we're done with that. Alright, let's go on to question time.
So, how to hack up? Good question. I think this is more of a Gooseball question because I'm a very technical player. I love good block, good front foot defence.
Yeah, mate. Mate, just open yourself up.
Yeah, front leg, clear it out.
Just front foot, just out a tiny bit to the left, or whatever.
To the left if you bat with your
I'm a
right hand.
right-hander. I'm a right-hander. Yeah, have your back foot in front of the stump.
Step across
Front foot across from you. Just
all types of bat
gives you more
speed.
freedom. Gives you more freedom to play any shot you want.
All types of bat speed.
Really. So then, once you've done that, you're pretty much set. Just wait for the bloke for the shitty leggy, 12-year-old leggy that has just been called up to 3rd grade. Wait for him to just throw that pie down to you. And then, as soon as it comes out the hand, head up in the sky.
Count how many clouds are in the sky. That's
Count
it.
how many clouds are in the sky, mate.
That's
Lift
necessary.
the bat up. Get the load up going. You have to have a good load up.
Oh.
If you don't have a good load up, you're not going to hit it.
And after you hit him, after you've smashed him till next week, you have to walk down the pitch, smack the non-existent pitch because you're playing on synthetic, and then tell him to not bowl there. Just look at him straight in the eyes. Don't bowl there, champ.
You just got to, tap the luscious concrete of Pleasant Street.
Oh fuck yeah! Got to make sure who's alpha.
You got to. If you don't have that good load up,
It's all about the load up.
nothing's going to go right.
All about the load up.
But You see, so once you've got that done, it's really just into the swing.
Oh.
You got it's good if you've got like a good golf swing, you know.
Cal Barber.
There's a golf, yeah, Cal Barber,
Sean Gibson.
Sean Gibson, Mr. Leg Side Only. Cal Barber, Cal corner the first ball.
Will Mont with 2 knees.
No knees. There's a question about no knees, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that later. So how to hack up? You've just learnt
how
that.
to hack up. Open yourself up. Get that front foot to the side, across from you. That back foot in front of the stumps. Head up in the clouds. Lift the bat up, the load up. You've got to look fancy.
Yeah, it's got to look good. It's got to look good.
Swing.
Assort your authority too. You got to walk down the pitch, tell him just make sure he knows that he's a fill-in.
Make sure he knows that
he's a fill-in.
Just hit him over his head for fucking 2 runs because the fucking
boundaries till next week.
Or the bloke that played first grade but wasn't good enough to play this year has come down and he's just
smack that.
Honed onto that.
Like wheels or like Cameron Green type wheels.
Just let him know.
Just make sure you're alpha.
Even if you miss the ball.
Just make sure you're alpha.
Let him know. But that's how you hack up, boys.
Right. There we go. Good stuff.
There we go. All right. So there's. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, Jack. Thanks for getting behind the podcast, buddy. Loving it.
All right. MVP for the no knees community.
Oh, it's got to be Wilmont.
Wilmont
has to be. He doesn't have knees, so everyone knows. Go and get like a roll of like wrapping paper, but then like make it fat. That is Wilmont's legs.
That is there. You're correct there, mate.
That is the best way to explain it.
Kind of just. Oh man.
Cylinder.
Who else doesn't have knees? Travis Barber used to have no knees.
Yeah. But Will Parko doesn't have knees.
Will Parkinson does not have knees.
Yeah. This podcast is basically just putting shit on fucking everyone.
Putting shit on other blokes that aren't us.
Just making sure that they know that we are alpha.
Yeah.
Just because we've got some B-Tech grade cricketer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, question from Tyler Murray. Who should open out of Pucovski and Burns, and will they be with Harris if Warner is out?
So Warner's out, we know that. Pucovski's out.
Is out. So
but
obviously it's going to be Burns,
but I've heard some stories that Matty Wade is going to open.
Oh.
I've seen something today on some cricket Instagram where they're thinking that Matty Wade should open the stick and bring Cameron Green in the middle order.
Those fucking delusional strokers, mate. But nah, let's just take this back to Saturday where we didn't know that Pucovski was going to be out.
Yeah. So if the ideal team, probably Pucovski and Warner.
Yeah.
That's the ideal.
But
Joe Burns.
When Warner's back.
Yeah, but
I'm thinking if we had Pucovski for this test, obviously, and he went well, we keep him there. But if he didn't go well, just because Joe Burns is like
shocking form.
Well, he's in shocking form.
He's scored
he's the only bloke that can open with Warner right now.
Marcus Harris is he got called into the team, I think, too. But I don't personally. I don't think I would rather put Burns, even if he's in bad form, than Harris.
Well, how about let's decide on it. Good bloke status.
Oh yeah, good bloke status. So, Joe Burns has got good hair. Somewhat good hair.
Joe Burns has got good hair.
Marcus Harris is a square head. You don't hear much of him in the field. You don't hear much of any of him in the field.
No, you don't hear much. I don't hear much of Joe Burns either.
Yeah.
But, Marcus Harris is not. I mean, he's not the greatest of lookers.
No, he's not. He just looks like someone's just gone and got like his head and just got a real big mallet and just tapped his cheeks together, and they're real wide apart.
Some bloke's just gotten some sticks. Well, yeah, he's just put some sticks, put a big block Play-Doh on some sticks. And there you go. There's Marcus Harris.
So, what if everyone was fit? Pekowski and Warner, I reckon.
Pekowski and Warner would be my top.
What, Marnus 3, Smith 4, Wade 5, Green 6.
Yeah.
And then we got the bowlers, which are
Obviously
self-explanatory.
got the bowlers who just will rotate whatever they choose.
Yeah.
They're all fucking shit. But
Pattinson, Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood, Gaz.
well, I reckon we give Stark another chance at his century, mate.
He's in better form with the
missed
bat
out.
than
got
he is with the ball at the
stitched up.
moment.
Stitch up.
He's in better form with the bat than he is with the ball.
Yeah, well, he hasn't been. Well, he's not even playing, is he?
Yeah, exactly.
But fucking yeah.
So that's all we want is Pekowski and Warner, but we're getting Joe Burns and Matt Wade. I saw something about Joe Burns though today. His last 8 test innings, he's racked up about 55 runs or something. And in those 8 innings, he's gotten 3 ducks. That's more than I've got in my career, just so everyone knows.
If coming from me and maybe you, I think that's peak performance.
Oh no, that's career defining, mate. That's making sure everyone knows that you are just at the peak of your game with 3 ducks.
3 ducks, mate.
3 ducks.
I'm on 2 ducks this season.
Mate, I'm on 1, so
stitched up with a chopping on Saturday. We won't get too much into that one.
Front foot defence, Pat. All you got to do.
Defence.
Or nick it through the cordon like I did. You'll see the beautiful shot on Adventures of Loosey, Goosey and the other guy, if you follow it.
Yeah. No, it's correct. Do we have any other questions? I don't know. We don't have many.
Yeah, not many people ask us questions.
I'm a bit too scared, I reckon.
Yeah.
Let's talk about stats.
Stats is always a good thing. So let's go into like northern suburbs 16s, and let's just have a pick on everyone. Let's just make sure.
mycricket.com.
.com. Make sure you got to put the .com in.
I'll bring it up on my computer, eh?
Right. So, just so everyone knows, I'm the best. You want me batting at 3 for Australia this week, I reckon. On Friday.
Yeah, you could.
Because I have an average of 70 batting 3.
It's Thursday, isn't it? They're playing.
No, they play Friday night.
Oh, beautiful.
We've got our T20 while they're playing.
Oh no, that's us. Yeah, I thought you were talking about test.
Yeah, the test starts Friday too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no good. So, stats. It's a good way to just let someone know that you are just better than someone else. It's really nice. Nice way to just go. Yeah, Tiger. I'm my alpha.
Oh, sorry, mate. Just glitched out then.
Nah, we're good.
All right. So who are we searching up first? I reckon.
I reckon we have a look at old mate Benny Ison.
Alrighty. Let's check out Benny Ison.
So we've got a good story about Ben Ison. We were playing East at EMP, and loose ball, the one and only, is steaming in off the long run with seam up, and perfectly good length ball, and Alex Stafford goes, all right, I'm gonna hit you straight to Ben Ison, and good old Ben on the boundary, he's decided to drop him on like 60 odd, and he goes on to make 100. So, just thought everyone should know that.
It happens, I reckon. It happens.
It happens, yeah. Chin up.
Is it Benjamin Ison?
Oh, I think so.
Right, well, we can't get Benny Ison's stats. Let me check on my phone, I reckon.
Alright.
Just because it's not coming up.
Technical difficulties, boys. It's our first podcast. We're not the most well-oiled machine yet.
Here we go. Alright, where is he? B. Ison.
Here we are. So, let's have a look at his matches for the year. Batting. Because he is our opener. He's the opener for our
Ben
club.
Ison. Benjamin Ison. He does open for us.
He is. He
Um,
takes a long time to score his runs when he scores runs.
But he does get runs most of the time.
Last year.
Sometimes last year. But let's check his last 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 innings.
Alright, 10 innings.
Alright, so this is his last game. It's Maitland versus Inverell. 7 runs. Not bad. I'll
How'd he
take
get
7
out?
runs, wouldn't you?
How'd he get out?
Batting at number 6 though.
Ooh, 6. Big down.
Not out though. Not out.
No, when you're not.
Not out. So that's all right.
When you're
7
not, that's
out.
good.
That's
Not's
good.
pretty good.
Tamworth Gold versus Maitland. Big Duck.
Big donuts, quackers.
Yeah, big donuts, mate. Batting at number 7, got caught.
Ooh.
Maitland.
Too
versus
much bottom hand, I
Armidale.
reckon. Too much bottom hand.
Maitland versus Armidale. Batting at number 7. Got 12 runs. That's
12's pretty good.
Decent for me, For me.
For us two.
12,
For us
12
two,
runs.
double
For everyone
digits
else,
is like a century.
Hey, just raise your bat for it.
Yeah, I'll raise my bat for 4, so...
He was caught in that. Here we go. Maitland Maroon versus Upper Hunter. 15 not.
I've seen that. That was a good innings, actually.
That was actually a good innings.
I seen him hit a ball in the air for once, which is exceptional by Big Boy Ben.
He hit a 4 as well, I think.
He's gone around for his books and blocks. He loves his books and blocks.
You'll sometimes see him. He might be sitting down while we're playing with a book in his hand.
And then he gets out there and he just blocks.
Books and blocks.
We've got books and blocks with Benny Ison. That might be a segment coming to the show soon.
Coming up. But next innings was Rame Terrace versus Northern Suburbs. He got 15 runs, batting at number 5, got caught.
15 runs, not bad.
I'll pull up my stats in a second just so I can show you guys my innings in that game. Alright, here we go. Eastern Suburbs Blue versus Northern Suburbs. It was a big 0 batting at number 2. Got out LBW. I think that one was a stitch up.
Yeah, nah, it was pretty unlucky, I reckon.
I think he was stitched up then, but
yeah,
still,
nearly. It was like Lockie.
Duck's a duck.
Yeah, it was like Lockie when he got hit on the thigh at Armidale or whatever it was.
This one was a good innings. Oh well, sort of. He took his time, but Northern Suburbs versus Raymond Terrace, 23 not.
Oh, was this at
That was the T20.
Oh yeah.
At Lawn, it was. I mean, he got 23 runs, but
oh look,
fucking.
They're runs.
He's out there for.
If it's runs, it's runs,
14
mate.
overs.
The scorebook.
He's out there for 14 overs.
The scorebook says runs, mate. It doesn't tell you how many balls have been out
says
for.
runs. Unless it was live, but it wasn't live, so it's all good.
It wasn't live.
North versus Curry Western, 5 runs. He was bowled. He was opening. 5. That was. We had Monty playing in that game as well.
Rest in peace to Mont.
Rest in peace to Mont.
We've...
That was his last game with us, I think. 4 runs, Monty got.
Yeah, Mont's actually...
Right.
Mont's a good player on his day when he's not eating pies.
Well, we got Hunter Valley versus Central Coast. Batting at number 4, he got 11, and he was run out. So...
He was definitely barbecued.
He was definitely... I have a feeling he was barbecued. But, I don't know.
So... let's have a look at your stats,
last
Pat.
one.
Let's have a look at your stats.
Hang on. Last one, mate.
Last one.
Newcastle versus Hunter Valley, he was 0. He got duck. So there's 2 ducks in his... Oh, 3.
3. So, look, it's not bad. You're up... He's up there with some of the best for ducks. What, Joe Burns?
Some of the best.
He's got a few Joe Burns. So, no, Ben Ison reminds me of Joe Burns, actually.
Ben Ison reminds me.
That's a compliment.
Alright, here we go. Let's pull up my bat.
Let's pull up the one and only Patricius Emeritus.
Alright, so I'm happy with this. I've got an average of 22.5. So...
And Pat's a bowler, just so everyone knows.
Yeah. On my day, I'll get runs. So, we haven't got... So, it's not in the book. It's not in my cricket, so it never happened. I haven't been ducked in their last game. Never happened. It's not in my cricket.
Nah, if it's not in my cricket, it's never happened.
Never happened. So, here we go. Maitland versus Armidale. Big 7 not out, batting at number 11. I remember that game clearly because I was out there with Jack Rowan.
Didn't
hit a bomb.
I got told that you cleared the rope, Pat.
Maybe I did.
Wee.
Mate, so I'll tell you that story. It's well in my head. Spinner comes on, pretty shit. But me being the shit bloke I am, oh, well, not the shit bloke. I was being nice. I gave him a chance. Almost gave him a wicket. You know, spooned one up to mid off. Mid off was always all at the boundary. Bowler, he could have run back and got it, but he's just too fat for it. But no, I was like, all right. And then this bloke, being the shittest bloke you could ever be, goes, come in from the boundary. This bloke can't hit a ball. So what do you think's going through my mind? My mind's like, you're a fucking cunt.
I gotta fucking hit a ball.
I gotta fucking hit a ball. So he bowls it. I come a couple steps down the pitch. Beautiful pitch at Corindai. I mean, it wasn't that beautiful, but
Looked like the SCG.
it's all right.
Looked like the SCG.
Looked amazing. Wasn't the best, but come down the pitch, couple steps down. The big swing clears the rope over his head. He wasn't too happy. His whole team was laughing at him. There was the over. That was the over. And then Jack Ryan had to try to have a big swing, but because Jack Ryan doesn't know how to hack up, that's why he asked us the question. Missed the ball completely. Next innings.
Straight in the skittle straight.
Next innings, and I'm pretty proud of this innings. 15 not out batting at number 10.
15 not.
15 not against third grade against Tanambit. I'll take that.
Third
And
grade.
Isaac Bella put on a clinic out there
Did he? How many made?
until I don't know how many he made. He made 6
Yeah, he's a good batsman on his day, Isaac. But he's
on his day. Yeah, we'll get on to his.
We'll get on to him
next.
later. We'll get on to him maybe next week. We might have him on the
Next
show
week.
one day.
Next potty. Then one game was my day. Pretty buggered. You know, third grade against City, got a duck, but
Yeah,
you know, it
it
happens.
wasn't like 40 degrees or something. I think it was 40
It was
degrees.
40 degrees.
Exactly
something
right.
like that.
Exactly right.
It was a terrible day, but
Shit, Dave.
you know, it happens. And then first innings of the season, I got a solid 7 runs
At AMP.
at AMP against
Big boundaries
East.
there. Really big boundaries. It's just so...
Massive boundaries.
100
And what do you
metres.
think it took, Alex? What do you think took Alex Stafford so long to get 100, mate?
Oh, yeah. He only hit like 7 or something, 6s.
No, only 7 bombs.
Yeah.
But
Pretty good
yeah.
player. Yeah.
So there's more. Here we go. Hang on, I'll just tell you about Isaac Bella's innings in that one game against Terrace.
Let's hear it.
That was my big 16 not out.
Shame I couldn't
Me and
play.
Isaac, so Isaac got a solid 7, but me and Isaac put on a clinic of 30-run partnership. You know, it was amazing. And then to top it off, where's Bella's bowling? Where is that? Oh, it doesn't seem to be there. But Isaac Bella got 1 wicket.
He took 3 for on the
1
weekend,
wicket.
I think.
It was alright.
He took 3 or
1
4
wicket. It was alright.
on the weekend. I
Mate,
made
it was beautiful.
made third grade debut.
Isaac.
Pat couldn't even be there.
Couldn't be there. Had to go to Tamworth to just do nothing for the whole day. But
Yeah, just
alright.
because he plays like Maitland or something.
no, in that game, in this Terrace game, I did take 2 catches. So for you Maitland boys, I've gotten over 4 catches now. So I've fixed that up. We don't need to talk about it, loose ball.
No, we're not going to talk about it. I got a new question for you though, Pat.
Yep.
How good is the BBL? Honestly,
I mean, it's all right to a point. Changed too many.
Josh
They've
Phillip
changed way too many rules, but
yeah. Josh Phillippe, I think he's been a bit robbed. So we were talking about BBL, weren't we? Before our rude interruption from our
Sorry,
ex-skipper.
Is it Philippe or is it Philippi?
I say Phillippe.
Or I hear Philippe sometimes. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Who cares? He's a good bloke.
Good
player,
bloke.
I think.
Yeah.
Good bloke, I think.
95 runs on the weekend. Oh, the
Yeah.
weekend, or whatever it was when he played. The Sixers put 205 on.
Only 205.
Yeah, not that much. The Thunder came back, I seen, against the Heat.
Thunder came back, yes.
Daniel Sams with a big
Saw that.
60 or something odd.
Don't
3
like the
sixes.
Thunder, but it was a good shave.
Yeah, no. It came close there for a minute.
Yeah.
We've got... Who else have we got doing bits at cricket these days? We have... I'll Google cricket. See what cricket says.
Well, I reckon we jump on to the last segment.
What's the last segment,
And
Pat?
I reckon that's just good blokes.
Good blokes. Yep. So this is how we're going to end the
We'll
podcast
just-
these days.
So we'll search up teams. So we'll like Sixers maybe or Australia. We'll start off with Australia. How about that?
All right. So
All right?
here we go.
Australian Test team.
Who's in the Australian Test team?
All right.
What? Cameron.
Well, we know this Test team, but it's all right.
Cameron Green. Bowls wheels. Absolute
Big
wheels.
bloke, isn't he?
Long levers.
Big bloke, isn't he?
Good hair.
Big bloke, isn't he?
200 centimeters.
Oh shit! I turned my computer off.
Good
Big
one.
bloke. Big bloke. But
I reckon.
I mean,
I reckon he'll
he
do well
did-
in the test.
He did bat well in the
ODI that he
Aussie
played.
A game.
And he played pretty well in the ODI game that he batted. He made like
Yes.
20 odd. So he's doing pretty well there.
Not bad, but
But look. So he's nah. You know who I reckon is a really, really, really good bloke? Marnus Labushkakny.
Manus Lapaskani.
Arousal.
he has
Arousal
confirmed that
levels.
he has confirmed that it is Labaskagni, something like that. But you know,
Labushane, like champagne or something.
Labushane.
Like champagne or something.
So here we
So-
go. Let's just read out some. Well, let's read out some blokes that will play Australia, have played Australia. You know. Okay, let's read them. So Warner. Personally, I don't know if he's a good bloke. And he's a
Nah.
very fiery bugger.
I reckon he's.
I think
I reckon he's got some good lines, but he can be annoying sometimes. Like when do you see in England when that bloke says "Warner, you fucking cheat," and he goes "Woohoo!"
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Well, I mean that's just a bit of banter, isn't it?
yeah,
You
it's
reckon?
that's
It's
good
just a bit
fun.
of banter.
That's
But
that's
he's a
good
fiery
shit.
bugger. So I reckon he'll
What?
he'll have a joke every now and then.
What 6, 7 in the good bloke status?
Yeah, I'll give him a 7.5, maybe an 8. I'll put him in 8.
You put him in 8.
8 out of 10.
Fairly good call. Fairly good call.
Just because I reckon he'd be good to have a joke with, but on that field he's a fiery bugger, and I reckon on the piss you just don't want to get on his wrong side.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll fucking king it, yeah.
What do we
Just
think?
randomly.
What are we thinking of Tim Payne?
Good bloke.
Good bloke. I've never.
He's
There's
a
nothing.
good looker.
Yeah, he does look good, but you've never heard anything bad about him, have you?
I haven't heard much bad of him. No, he's got some good chat.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. But
Surely.
he's a keeper. He's got to have some good chat.
Yeah. Like,
Particularly.
what did he say? He said,
I loved.
I know he's your captain, but you surely can't like him as a bloke.
Surely you can't. I love that line.
That-
Loved it. And just to top it off, who did you say that to?
Was it Rishabh Pant or something?
Whoever it was took a photo with his wife afterwards, but that's all right.
That's alpha.
That's a bit of banter.
Everything's banter these days.
Everything banter.
Well, Gaz,
But
just 10 out of 10 bloke.
Gaz,
Has to be
peak
10.
performance. Like, have you seen his guard?
Oh, peep the rig.
Peep the rig.
Beautiful player. Beautiful player.
Beautiful. He's easily the best off spinner
In the world.
in the world.
Best
Yeah.
spinner in the world at the moment.
Easily, I reckon. I know he's good on the piss.
Hey, singing the team song.
Singing the team song, mate, he's on it.
Absolutely.
On it. But I reckon he probably does. I reckon he does. He will get serious sometimes.
No, I reckon he's one of them blokes to go to like a local cafe and order like gluten free
Latte.
and like
Gluten-free.
all that cyclist
Yeah.
type bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That-
well, let's go on to someone here. Adam Zampa.
Oh, good hair, good head.
Beautiful hair.
He looks like he's
a
2.
good looker as well.
He looks like he's about 2.
he's a good looker though.
Yeah, fairly good.
He's adorable, but I reckon the only thing that stopped me from giving him over a 7 is that he's a vegan.
He is vegan. I did say that.
He's vegan. and that's not my thing. But because
But no,
he
when we were at the when I was at the ODI, he was playing. He just looked like he was really not interested, and he just didn't want to be there.
well, I mean, after he dropped that one
Coley.
sitter, you wouldn't be interested, would you?
Yeah, well,
Especially because you're on your mind. The first thing, shit. What if he goes on to get 244? We lose the game because
I dropped Coley on 20.
we lose the game because I dropped Coley on fucking 2, or whatever it was.
I've got another one for you, Pat. Mr. Spotify, Moises Enriquez.
Moises. What are you doing, mate?
I'm just watching some Spotify, you know, listening to some Spotify
Gently closes the computer.
with my hand somewhere where it shouldn't be for a cricketer.
Yeah.
Oh no, he might have been.
Knocking my bat in.
He might have been like sanding the cricket ball, like because we've heard a bit of that going around.
His ball.
Yeah,
Balls.
Ball.
Maybe he's got a couple balls down there.
Yeah.
Don't know how many balls he's got down there.
If you got 3, you got 3.
Getting the team prepared, you know.
Yeah.
But good bloke, I reckon. Just because that one video, that puts him up there.
And
it's a joke.
The way he took it, he's just like, yep, Spotify. How
Spotify.
good Spotify.
I mean, I know he does get pissed sometimes when people bring it up at BBL games.
I've seen that.
I've seen a video where someone goes something about Spotify and he's just walked off, throwing his chips or something. But I mean, the joke's probably getting a little bit old. Not really. I still find it funny.
Nothing gets old.
Nothing's gonna get old, but he's got to live with that. But no, it's all right. Here we go. What about Smudge?
Very serious, I reckon.
I don't think he's a good bloke. I think he's just too serious.
I reckon he's
Great player, but
he's probably got his times where he's a good bloke. He's a bit on and off.
He probably does have a good joke.
Yeah, good joke. But he could have that. He has those times where he's just want a bat.
He's like, no, mate, I don't want to get on the piss. I want a shadow bat.
I want to just sit in my room with no one.
Bat when you can give it on the piss.
When you can go get smacked with the boys. No, let's fucking shadow bat.
Smacked with. But I reckon he in his spare time he does like knock on the bat in a little bit, you know. You know what I mean? Knocking some Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify. He might do some. He might do
some more balls.
Yeah, tampering. He loves tampering. We've heard about that.
I'll give him a
6.5. 6.5.
Little bit too serious.
I've got another one for you, Pat. Mr. Perfect, Paddy Cummins.
Best looker, or no, I wouldn't say best looker. There's someone else that we need to bring up for the last bloke.
He has a very good looking head.
Obviously.
He has a very good looking head.
He's got a very good looking head.
Like beautiful.
He's got a couple very good looking fingers, apart from that one that he's missing. But probably cost him about 10 clicks. But you know,
look,
it's alright.
Well, when you look that good and you're the best bowler, I reckon he's one of the best bowlers in the world.
Easily, yeah.
So
great hair.
Great, yeah.
And his eyes. And his teeth.
He's got a few brand deals. I've seen he's around with Gillette, getting around.
Yeah.
Doing a bit for everyone.
Well, I reckon he does have a laugh. I reckon he'll have a laugh.
I reckon he's probably a good bloke. He'll be.
I reckon he's. I'll give him an 8.5, just because good looker, great player.
He'll probably get on it too. I reckon he'll get on it.
Yeah, to a point. I reckon. I don't reckon he'll be blackout, but he'll get on it.
He'll be just underneath Gaz.
Underneath Gaz.
Gaz
gets on it more than anyone, I reckon.
Gaz and Matthew Wade have to be close.
Yeah, Matty Wade. Here we go. We'll go 2 more blokes. Let's go Matty Wade.
Matty Wade, love him. Personally, I think he's a really good.
He's just a loose unit.
Yeah, he's just a sick cunt. Great bloke.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to say it.
I love his beard. Well, he doesn't have much of a beard, but it just looks good on him. Yeah.
I seen he had a pretty good mow a couple of years ago or something.
He did. He goes alright in with the Hurricanes, but
I really liked that innings last year in the Ashes when he got 100. That was a really good innings by him.
He captained the T20s, didn't he?
He did captain the T20s, yes.
He got 80 odd, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a fair few runs.
That's pretty good.
I love him. I love him as a player. I think if he has just a few things to iron out in all the forms. Like, he gets out some silly ways, but if he can be one of the best batsmen in the T20 and ODI formats.
Yeah.
And he's a pretty good test player too.
Yes, he's a pretty good test player.
I love his leave. Bang, just cops it straight to the shoulder.
Just let it hit you.
Yeah.
Let it sink in. Get that pain.
No pain, no gain.
Oh, no pain, no gain.
Exactly right.
I'll give him a 9.
Yeah, 9. 9's pretty fair. So, last guy of the podcast, who are we reckoning?
Here we go. Who do you think? Stoin Daddy.
Oh,
Daddy.
father.
Papa Stoin.
Absolute unit. Long levers.
Unit.
Long levers, just...
Massive, mate.
Mate, Marcus Stoinis
He's
is...
just a good looker in general. He's the best looking bloke in cricket. Mate, I'm looking at a picture right now. It's a picture of his face on a picture of Jesus. And I'm like, it just fits. It just fits there.
Marcus Stoinis is... He's what dreams are made of. Honestly.
Oh, he is.
You remember when he had his mullet? I'll get a photo up of his mullet.
Oh.
His mullet was really good too.
That up as well.
He had a fairly good mullet with Zamps. Can't find a proper good photo, but nah.
Oh, there it is. Found it.
He had a fairly good mullet back in the day, like 2017.
It was alright. There was a point. It was a shit chop.
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
everyone has that, apart from me, you know. No, I'm kidding.
Pat, just so everyone knows, Pat's
mine
hair's
is a shit
beautiful.
chop.
No, it's beautiful.
I have a shit chop, but
Stoin,
right.
I reckon Stoin is just perfect.
He's perfect in general. And his missus.
Ooh,
Oh,
hey.
let's get on to her for a second.
Hey.
His missus, holy shit. Stephanie Muller.
Those kids,
Don't know how to pronounce
those kids
it, but
would be
kids
beautiful.
Are gonna be perfect.
They would perfect cricketers. Oh well, probably not perfect because he's only good in T20 and ODIs, but
yeah, but should be right.
Yeah. Just look at the arms on him. He's the rig, just the rig.
Have you seen that one gym video of him?
I have. I've seen it more than once. I've seen it more than once.
Yes. Yes.
Love him.
But yes, his missus is a sort.
Very, very big sort. So's he, to be honest. He's a sort.
Oh, he's a better sort than her, but
what do you...
No one's gonna get over Stone. But
what did he score the other year in the Big Bash? Didn't he score like 147 or something for the Stars?
Yes, he did. He top scored in the BBL.
Yeah, he has.
Whatever. Like,
he scored something like... where is it? High score. He scored 146, not out.
And that was his... It was a record.
It is the highest BBL...
Yep, highest BBL score.
Ever.
He did it off 79 balls as well.
That is very impressive.
But, Stoin.
I reckon...
14 and a half.
Nah, I reckon he's straight to 20. Straight to 20 on the Loosey Goosey.
Straight to 20. He's been bumped up to 20.
Loosey Goosey and the other guy rankings.
Gaz has got to be.
Oh.
I mean, Gaz has got to be up there then. Gaz has got to be over 10. He's got to be at least 30 because I'll give Gaz 50 just because Gaz is
Gaz. So, first podcast, we've got the Loosey Goosey and the other guy, Great Bloke rankings, as our first couple.
We'll have questions with Loosey and Goosey.
Yep.
And then because we'll have the bloke with us.
And then we'll go through some. We'll talk to the bloke. We'll talk to our other guy.
Yeah, we'll have a chat.
And then we'll go through some stats.
And then
Great bloke list.
Bloke ratings.
Bloke
ratings.
Today was Australia.
We'll finish it off.
Next week
we'll do some BBL teams or something. Or maybe England. We'll see.
Yeah, England. There's not many good blokes in England, but look.
No, there's not many at all.
So what? The Loosey Goosey and the other guy.
Half of them don't even deserve. Half of them don't even. Shouldn't even playing for England.
Yeah, I was about to say half of them aren't even English.
Yeah.
So what? Great bloke rankings. Who's the top 5 great blokes in the Australian team? Gaz.
So we got Gaz,
Stoin, Matty Wade,
Labu Skakni.
And then
bus change.
And then I reckon Moises, just because he loves some good Spotify. He's got a cracking playlist.
There you go.
Cracking
There's
players.
a top 5. I think that was 5, wasn't it? I can't count.
Yeah, no, we
Who
can't
cares?
count. Right. So
Um,
I think that's going to wrap it up for today, boys.